Today I am at the Kiwi Wildlife Park in Queenstown, where hopefully I'll be trying to film some Kia, thank you, solving some puzzles. Hiya. This is the Kia, and it's arguably one of the smartest birds on the entire planet, and they can only be found in one place on Earth, New Zealand. So today I've come to the Kiwi Wildlife Park in Queenstown to put their intelligence to the test and to see if I can build a puzzle hard enough. Now before we head in, chucking some puzzles at these gorgeous birds, we met up with keeper Lexi, who showed us around and what sort of things they give to the Kia, just so we can get an insight into the task ahead.
They'll take.
Oh, then you. Oh, that's actually really delicate.
Yeah.
What are you? They're a big chunk, aren't they? Quite weighty.
Heaviest flighted bird is New Zealand.
Is it?
They weigh about 750 grams on average.
Yeah.
The bird was brilliant.
So there are two Kia here at the park. You have Cheeky and Oraki. Cheeky is the one with rings on his feet, Oraki doesn't have them. You'll also get to learn the differences between the two as this video pans out. Now these birds are smart, there's no question about that. To learn how smart though, I asked Keeper Surya for more info. How smart are Kia compared to other birds?
Quite a lot smarter. They did a study recently, they're actually in similar intelligence to kind of gibbons, if that is, yeah, so it's quite high up there, the problem solving skills are way up there, they're definitely smarter than, well, my dog for instance, but yeah. Generally very, very smart.
With that intelligence comes a bit of naughtiness. Kia are known to loiter around certain places and vandalise things, and I once saw one fly off with someone's bin in Milford Sound. And coincidentally, in the same place, they've been known to move traffic cones to stop traffic so they can raid the vehicles for food or just their entertainment. They like to eat the rubber off of cars, and they're just known as puzzle solvers and constantly set off mammal traps to hear the snapping noise. So with that said, let's see them in action with some puzzles Lexi had laid out. So there are three things on display here. We've got this ball stuffed with healthy Kia food, we've got this long tube that needs slots taken out to retrieve the food, and we've got this tray that gets buried by stones. The ball, quite a simple one, knock it around a bit and stuff gets dislodged. The tube proves a bit trickier. I suppose you can dive headfirst in from the top. Cheating. By the time we get to the buried tray, it was a foregone conclusion they'll figure this out no problem, and they did. Do you think we'll be able to outsmart these Kia?
Maybe. I mean, if you're giving them things that they haven't seen, potentially, it does take them a little while to work things out sometimes, so maybe. Yeah, depends on what you've got. I'd be really interested to see.
Right then, let's see if we can potentially outsmart one of the world's most intelligent birds. We looked around the storage that Kiwi Park Queenstown had already for inspiration and ideas, before returning the next day to start the mission. It's time to play puzzles with the Kia. Puzzle number one. It's quite a simple one. This is going to lie down flat, just like this. And at the end, we have a bit of banana attached to some rope. It's very simple. This isn't the hard one, this is level one. Can they figure that out? Probably. But let's see it in action, shall we? Right then, into the Kia puzzle arena for puzzle number one that comes with a tasty treat. In order to prop up my puzzle, I needed a bungee cord to really wedge it in place. And before I could get the treat into the puzzle, the Kia were already on the case and investigating this new thing. It's in the way. Hey, shift yourself. Unfortunately, on the day we were doing this, a new car park was being built on the hill and it was mega loud, so I'm going to avoid that as much as possible. But here I am placing the treat into the puzzle, and almost straight away, the Kia jumped into action, before quickly standing still to look at us with annoyance that we're making them work for food. Realising we weren't going to help them, they got to scheming and trying to figure out the puzzle in front of them. At this point here, I was thinking they were going to lift the bungee cord over the box and get in that way, but I'm glad I put it on tight enough. The Kia, realising this, then turned to violence. Look at that look I just got. Anger certainly got the better of this Kia before the other one calmed it down and took control of the situation. And just like that, the puzzle was solved. So this right here is Cheeky. Cheeky was the first one to solve this puzzle. It took him a few minutes. They tried to destroy the box instead, but in the end, Cheeky here, the winner. Look at that. Look. So this one is Oraki, and Oraki's fuming that he hasn't got any food, so he's just gone and broke our puzzle. Nice one. No prizes for guessing which one Iraqi is here. But before more vandalism happens, here's how puzzle number 2 is going to work. So the second time we do this puzzle, it's going to be rope again, but this time no banana is going to be attached. We are going to have another bit of banana coated in peanut butter to entice the kid to go after it. So he's going to pull the rope, realise, uh-oh, it's not coming. So then they're going to have to try and figure out a way to get the banana covered in peanut butter back out of the box. And we're hoping they're going to use some tools for that one. We've got some sticks here which they can try and get in their beak and then hook out the peanut butter coated banana that is going to be down there. So we're hoping Iraqi, who didn't get that first one, is going to try and get this second one. As Cheeky was tucking into the banana with the rope attached, I didn't want to take it off him, so this puzzle is ropeless, but that's fine. We're still hoping for the use of tools. Iraqi gets to work, and I soon realise that he's going against everything that I want him to, and vandalism is happening right in front of my eyes. He's trying to snap the bungee cord. Noticing this, I decided to give him a stick so he hopefully uses it. Yeah, nah, if he could speak, I think I would have been told a few choice words there. So I had to watch pure vandalism happen in front of me. Not see how intelligent this gorgeous bird is, just how destructive he wants to be. Iraqi chews the bungee within a thread of snapping before looking at other alternative ways in. Eventually, he gets bored and decides it's not worth it. So I try my best to encourage him. I get a stick again and show him what he's meant to do. Iraqi, come here. What's this? Come here. Yeah. He's having none of it and carries on vandalising the bungee. It's like he's actively going against me to prove a point.
Yay, well done. Well done.
That isn't what I wanted him to do. We're now one bungee cord down. I wanted him to use a tool, but he's a Kia, and this is what they do in the wild. They vandalise things to get what they want. And we've just seen that firsthand. We haven't thought this through as much as we probably should have. I was expecting tools to be used, science and logic to be used, not vandalism. Puzzle number 3 is this long tube filled with water, and inside you can see a floating banana. And hopefully they absolutely love that. Now, in order to complete this one, they need to keep filling up the water using things around them. So the water level rises, banana becomes accessible, snack activated. I'm now concerned all they're going to do is try and knock this over somehow and get it out. Which is great, it's puzzle solving, but that's via vandalism. We don't want that. Puzzle laid out and wedged into place with a load of rocks. I even put one inside to weigh it down and make sure the Kia tried to use other techniques rather than blunt forcing it. You can see here the Kia begin to start sussing out the problem. The cogs are working, the processes are being calculated, and a familiar pattern begins to emerge. Vandalism wins again. You're essentially watching me be outsmarted by a bird here. So with that, our initial 3 puzzles had been completed, just not in the way that I'd wanted it to happen. But it's interesting seeing how Kia step up to the plate and determine what they need to do. Their destructive nature is what gets them into trouble with humans in the wild, but I know they're capable of more, and I'm really trying to get them to show it. So we devised one more puzzle to be solved. This time, with reinforced rope and a weight holding it in place, the only way to get the prize would be through using a tool. So let's see if they're about it. Straight away, a few tools are cast aside. Iraqi tries to blunt force it, but this one isn't going to budge. It's too strong. But of course, the final stick needs to be launched to the floor. And after a bit of time here trying to figure this one out, I may get what I was wishing for here as Iraqi jumps to the floor. Could this be the one? Is he going to use it? Ah, nah, okay. He gets sick of it and launches it, of course.
Oh, you were so along the right tracks as well.
I was thinking maybe the bit that he broke off was perhaps something he was trying to use to get the prize, but it wasn't to be. We even tried to encourage Iraqi with the stick, but after a bit of time, he lost interest. And who knows, perhaps his glimmer of hope here meant that if we were around for longer, we would have seen him use it. Anyhow, Kia are really smart, curious and playful, so we wanted to entertain them another way. Right, we have one more thing to try, and it's going to be these cups. Now, you may have seen magicians do it before. They put the cups down, round, 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 round. Which one is it under? Today we've got a little bit of banana for them, and they look interested. Whether or not they're actually going to take part in this game is a different question. Let's have a go, shall we? See this, Iraqi? It's under there. Ready? He just nipped at my finger. Alright, go. Which one? Oh, go on then, son. You see that? You actually smashed that. And then all of Iraqi's hard work is stolen by Cheeky. Pretty cool, right? Well, we gave it another go to see if that was just a fluke, but check this out. What is going on here? Absolutely shocking effort. Mate, I got lost on that one. Mate. And then one more time. Can it be 3 in a row? The answer is yes. Genuinely, I was impressed with that. They're just fascinating birds, and I've loved putting them to the test. And yeah, okay, from my part, it wasn't the most sciencey of experiments, but I think it goes to show you just how intelligent these gorgeous creatures are. And I think for that, these guys deserve a like. And if you're new around here, subscribe. But I just want to say a big thank you to the Kiwi Park in Queenstown for allowing me to do this. If you're ever that way, drop in to say hello or kia ora. See you in the next one.